Long distance relationship. Do they? Can they? Will they work? It's Thursday here on the Fab Collab. My name's Chris, aka PappaNikko. That's with 2 P's and 2 K's, close together. You can find my social media contacts and personal channel, as well as the other members of our team, in the description or about section. This week we're talking about long distance relationships. Times have changed since I was in my first long distance relationship, but more of that in a moment. With Skype and FaceTime and all the sites that are out there now, things really have changed. Not only can you hear the person, well, that really hasn't changed, but now you can see them live. I know for my younger viewers, this is not a big deal, but for my older viewers, it really has changed the landscape. I personally always have to be careful while I'm on video chat because of my facial expressions give away what I'm thinking before I even utter a word. And who hasn't done this? Now, my experience with long distance relationships. There are 2 that I can think of. Not sure if there were more. The 90s were kind of a crazy time. No, I don't do that. You guys are going to get the wrong impression of me. I keep talking about this kind of thing. I'm an alcoholic, not a drug addict. Okay, why do I always derail myself? The first long distance relationship I was in started off in person. It was actually at a bar. I was headed out of town and met him, although he insists I clotheslined him as he was walking out the door. Well, we went back to my place, and after many rounds and several showers, you know what I mean. We made a great connection and wanted to be with each other. After a couple of months on the phone and sending letters and pictures to each other, remember, this was before Skype. I came back for visits and we finally moved in together in my new town. We had a great fun relationship for 1.5 years. Then he had to leave. We had artistic differences. He saw himself as alive, I saw him as dead. Bum! Just kidding, just kidding. The second long distance relationship I was in was just recently. He is also a subscriber of mine, and I'm sure he's watching this. Hi, boo. And no, I'm not going to tell you his name, and no, I'm not telling you I haven't told him or we haven't discussed already. We met via friends in person. At first he thought I was an arrogant ass. Can you imagine that? But then when he got to know me, he realized his first impression wasn't a good assessment because I'm a loving, nurturing, kind person. Well, that last part we didn't talk about, but this is my video, so ha. Now back to the story. Anyway, we talked via Facebook and on the phone, and we Skyped for hours. We finally met up again in real life and had a great time. We had very in-depth conversations and could talk for hours. He actually probably knows me better than most people. Being 300 miles away, or any miles for that matter, takes a lot of work. He went on vacation and, well, as I always say, out of sight, out of mind. When he came back, his feelings for me waned. We're still good friends and do message and text, and maybe one day if we're in the same zip code, things might work out. Who knows? Keep in mind when you do meet a person and having to say goodbye is really a hard thing to do because you don't want to leave each other's sides. It's very sad. Now, once the communication stops or slows, this is definitely a warning sign. I can't reiterate enough here. Communication is paramount in any relationship, but especially a long distance relationship. Word of advice, if you're going to be in a long distance relationship, make sure you see that person online, live video, because one word, catfishing, if you don't know what that is, please Google it. Here's an example, mantio. If both people are committed, great. Once someone starts pulling back, pay attention. Some people do get busy, but this pulling back is a sign. I do also know people that have an exclusive online relationship and haven't met each other in real life. If it works for them, great. Who am I to say anything about it? Maybe it's easier and safer for them. Me personally, I feel that there has to be a promise of meeting up in real life, sooner rather than later. Because how do you know you're going to be compatible with that person in daily activity? For some people, I guess the emotional attachment is enough. I do believe no matter what, love can bring 2 people together. Commitment goes hand in hand. Long distance relationships aren't for everyone, especially the codependent. Separation from each other is and can be a real test. Some important things to remember are: define the relationship parameters. What's acceptable to you, him, and the couple? Do things together even though you're not. have the same dinner, watch the same movie. Dedicate a specific time to talk every day. Don't be jealous. Remember, they and you will have lots of opportunity, so trust is so important. And then plan to meet up and see each other in real life. Maybe meet halfway. These are just my opinions and views. I'd really like to know your thoughts and recommendations on things that might help people who are watching this video. I wish you all the best. Peace and hugs. PappaNikko out.